If you guys have been looking into different ways of making money online lately, then you've probably come across something called Paste Millionaire Bot. And it's this AI system that claims you can make anywhere from $500 up to $2,000 a day just by copying and pasting links. What's up guys, it's Erica here from The In-Between. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of my future Make Money Online reviews just like this one. If you guys are watching this video, then you're probably wondering what this whole copy and paste thing actually is and how people are supposedly making money without any real work involved. The whole idea is that you log in, grab a link, paste it somewhere in your own ecosystem, and then money just starts showing up in your account. But before you go clicking buttons and trusting something that sounds this easy, I want to break down what's really going on behind the scenes, how this whole model itself works, what people are saying about it online, and whether or not you can still build income online with it in 2026. Or if you're better off putting all of your time and energy into something that's way more simple, much more scalable, and actually builds you an asset that you own online 100%, much like the digital assets I've been building for years now that continue to pay me every single month like clockwork, then go ahead and click on the link below to check it out. And just a quick disclaimer before we get started, guys, I'm not affiliated with Paste Millionaire Bot in any way. This is all just my honest take based on my own research, experience with the platform, and what other real users are saying about it online. With that being said, let's jump right in. So in a nutshell, Paste Millionaire Bot is supposed to be this AI system that makes you anywhere from $500 up to $2,000 a day just by copying and pasting links. And that's the whole pitch here. You log in, the bot gives you a link, you paste it somewhere, and then money is supposed to show up in your PayPal or bank account. And the way they sell it is honestly pretty interesting. They don't just position it like a normal tool, but more so make it sound like this secret AI money machine built by some genius prodigy using hidden banking systems, crypto engines, and all these underground loopholes. So right away, it's not being sold like this normal online business model, but more like some kind of secret hack. Now, once you're inside, after you do sign up, the whole setup revolves around following simple instructions from the bot. Like I said, you log in, copy certain links, paste them where they tell you to, and then you just basically let the system do the rest. But the problem is there's no real explanation of what's actually happening here. They throw around phrases like hidden payouts, backend loopholes, financial triggers, but none of that clearly explains how money is actually being made here. And that's kind of my biggest issue, because if this were some sort of affiliate marketing strategy, you'd need traffic, or if it were arbitrage, then you'd need money and systems. In other words, if this were anything real, there would be some kind of process you could actually understand. But in this case, it's all just vague language and unclear instruction. So what you're really getting is not a real online business model. It's basically just instructions without understanding, which is never a good sign. And when you look outside the sales page, the reactions are honestly pretty consistent. On Reddit, people are already calling out similar copy and paste or AI money systems for sounding way too good to be true. One post I found was talking about a creator claiming they made millions just by reposting content, and the main concern people had was the lack of real social proof. Screenshots were shown, but everything important was blurred out, no links, and no way to verify anything. And that's just the kind of pattern you keep seeing. Big income claims, but no clear backend, no transparency, and really nothing you can actually check for yourself. Beyond that, you'll also see people in other threads straight up saying these copy-paste systems are basically just marketing AI gimmicks, and if they actually worked at the level they claim to, people wouldn't be constantly selling access to them for cheap. So overall, the reputation isn't really built on real success stories, but more so skepticism, doubt, and a lot of people questioning how any of this AI system actually works. Now, speaking of the price, it is set to cost around only $47 just to start, which is obviously that low on purpose. If you think about it, guys, it's just cheap enough to get people to buy without thinking too much. But if you think about it, if it could actually make you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a day, it probably wouldn't be sold for just $47. So when you look at what you're actually getting versus their claims, it's mostly just access to a dashboard and a bunch of basic info. There's no real training, no real step-by-step system being explained here, and nothing you can actually take and build on long term. And that brings me to the whole problem with not just the course, but the whole AI business model itself. Meaning there isn't really a model you're working with at all. You're not really learning how to market something, you're not building a product, you're not building a brand, and you're definitely not learning a skill that you can use to make money with later. You're simply being told to trust a bot and follow vague steps and hoping that money falls into your bank account, which in 2026, guys, we all know that's not how real online business works. That's why instead of chasing something built on hype and mystery, I'd much rather build something 100% more simple, real, and actually 100% mine at the end of the day. That's why if you guys have been following me for a while now, then you'll already know that I focus all my time on building digital assets instead. Now with this model, it's all centered around building small niche websites around local services people are already searching for and need all around the US, like plumbing, roofing, or in my case, fencing repair. Then you rank all of those same sites to the very top of Google in those areas so that anytime people in that area need help, they find your site first and call the number listed on it. And once all of those leads start coming into the site, that's when you connect them with a local business owner that's in the niche, and they in return are more than happy to pay you every single month for all of those leads. For example, as you guys can see here, I built this fencing repair site in Colorado Springs a few years ago, and to this day, that same site continues to bring in calls and leads without me even having to touch the site. And in return, the same business owner pays me every single month like clockwork because all of those leads help his business grow. And because you're working in local markets around the US, the demand for scalability is high and the competition is usually very low. That's exactly why I built this stucco plaster site that works the same exact way in the same city. I built it once, it started ranking on Google, which I then rented out to a local business owner in the niche who pays me every month, month after month. And what makes renting out digital assets so different from any other business model out there is the fact that you actually own 100% of your assets. Meaning if any business owner ever decides to stop renting the site or paying you for it, you can simply just hand off all of those leads to someone else in the same niche, in the same city, and not have to worry about building something up from scratch. You own 100% of your digital assets, so you're not having to ever start over, and you're definitely not relying on some random system. And that's why I will always recommend building digital assets over any other online business model, because it's simple, it's predictable and boring in the best way, and it actually allows you to build something that you own 100% and are able to build income with online long term. All right, guys, that's it for my full review of the Paste Millionaire Bot system. If you found this review helpful, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe down below so you don't miss any future reviews like this one. And if you want to learn more about building digital assets, the same model I use to personally earn passive income every single month like clockwork, then go ahead and check out the link in the description below for a free training that covers the whole business model in more detail. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.